How to create an online membership site in GrooveMember for free. What's up guys, Amy here. So I've been holding off creating GrooveMember tutorials because there's still a few bugs in the system. Having said that, GrooveMember is still in beta and has improved a bit since I last tested it, which is around a month ago. Unlike other learning management systems like Thinkific and Teachable, GrooveMember gives you that flexibility of dragging in elements so that you can customize the layout of your membership site. So this is really good right now if you just want to create a free online course that allows you to drip out content and give your students or your members a username and password. If that's you, then GrooveMember will do just the job for you and it's free. Are you ready? Let's go! Okay guys, in this tutorial, I'm going to build out my GrooveFunnels Quick Start course as an example in GrooveMember. Here's a quick outline of the course. We've got modules 1 to 3 and 2 lessons under each module. Now, I'm not going to waste your time and build out all the course lessons. The main purpose of this tutorial is to show you the configuration setup inside of GrooveMember. For each lesson, I've already uploaded these videos in GrooveVideo and I have the code embed for each video here. So if you don't know how to upload your videos onto GrooveVideo, then check out my video on the top right hand corner and the link in the description area below. Let's log into GrooveFunnels and then click on Manage Memberships. Click on Content and Memberships. We'll close out of this, and to create your membership, you will go over here and click on this New Membership button. Let's give it a name. I'll call it GrooveFunnels Quick Start Course. For the subdomain, this is a name that will be used to generate a subdomain on GrooveMember. So it must be unique. If someone already has the same name as you, it won't be available and you need to think of another name. I'm going to call this GF Rockstars and click Create Membership. This will preload the membership wizard that walks you through 7 steps to set up your membership correctly. Step 1, basic information. It's preloaded the name description under sales page. This can be any page that you have. It doesn't have to be on Groove pages. However, I recommend building your sales page on Groove pages so that when they're out of beta, you can get better reporting. I'm just going to call it yoursalespage.com. Click on Save and Next. Oh, and one thing guys, for your sales page URL, it needs to have a HTTPS in the front or else you can't move to the next step. Step 2 is design. Under instructor here, I've already created one for myself, but let's go through it and create another instructor by clicking on Create New Instructor. Under instructor name, I've already put in Jane Doe. Under instructor description, I've just put in Jane has been launching digital marketing campaigns. Under instructor image, you will click on choose image. I'm going to select this image, click select, and then click create. So description cannot be more than 80 characters. I'm going to change this and shorten it. Okay, and then click create. Under the customize tab, we'll upload a logo and click on choose image. I've already uploaded a logo. I'm going to click on this and then click select. For featured image, click on choose, and I've already designed one and click on select. Underneath show progress bar, you can toggle this left to right to show the progress. I want the progress bar to show and click on save and next. Step 3 is the builder. This is where you design the layout and add content inside your members areas. So I'm going to click on this. As you can see, the logo is appearing to be outside of the header. So I suggest you test the size of your logo. In this particular logo, I've got it at 60 pixels height, and you might want to make that smaller. Over on the left sidebar, you have the plus and the outline button. If you click on the plus button, this is where you can drag in headings, text, videos, code embeds, links. Basically, it allows you to customize the membership layout for each lesson. Let's click on outline. So the home tab is defaulted for you. That will always be there. So in order to build out your course outline, you'll click on this plus button. In a category name, think of a category as a module. So let's enter in our first module name. We'll go here and I'm just going to highlight this, copy it, paste it in here and click on add category. You can click on these three dots here and then click on rename it if you want to rename it. And then you will have a subcategory automatically loaded under category. So subcategories, treat it as a lesson. You've got module, lesson. Now here's a tip to pay attention to, guys. When you're building out your membership, create your categories first and add one lesson only, because you get to format the lessons here and then you can clone it. That way, every lesson has a fixed layout and format, and you don't need to go back and format every lesson in terms of its layout. I'm going to go back here and click that plus button again and call this module 2 Groove Pages Training. Click add category, click on this plus button again and then add module 3 as a category. Now I can go back to my outline, copy my first lesson, go back to Groove Member, and for the first lesson we'll click on these three dots and then rename it. And you can click on these three dots again and clone it. But we're not going to clone it yet because we want to format the lesson layout. And you can see here 1.1 hello from Amy and navigation. I can then go to plus, add, and start formatting it. Let's go back to our outline, copy in this description, head back to Groove Member, and we're going to drag in the text element and pop it here, highlight the text, and then paste in the description. We'll go back to add again and drag in the code embed over here. And the reason why I dragged in the code embed is because I want to embed the Groove video code. So we'll go back to the outline and then copy all of this, go back to the code embed, click on it, click on this cogwheel icon, paste in the code, press save, and it will load up my video. We can click on the text here. Over on the right hand side, let's make this text bigger by increasing the size over here to 1.125. And then we'll go down to spacing, add some margin to that so that it's not too close to the video. You can go back to add here and you can drag in a button and then pop it right underneath the video. I'll close out of that. We'll click on the video, go to spacing, add some margin to it. 1.5 is good. Now we're going to go to the download cheat sheet, configure that and link it to a PDF download and then press update. So I'm going to close out of this. And that's how I would format it for a lesson, keeping it simple. Here's the text description, here's the video lesson that you need to watch, and here are some resources that you need to download. So once you've got the basic layout of your lesson, and now I would save and exit this, guys. Because I wanted that lesson format to be saved, then I'll click on back, open the builder again, head back to outline, click on the first lesson, click on the three dots, clone it, click three dots again, rename it, and this will be lesson 2. So I'll click on rename, and you can see here that the formatting for lesson 1 is now the same for lesson 2. And you can go ahead, make the changes to the description as well as using a different video code embed. So I'll go back to my outline again. I'll click on this, copy in the description, go back to the text, highlight it, paste it in, go back here and copy in the video code embed. So you see, guys, if you plan it all out, have the description and the code embed, it just makes the whole process really easy. I'll go back here, click on this cogwheel, delete this, copy in the code embed for video lesson 2, press save. And then I might delete this button because I don't want it for lesson 2. Press on confirm. Head back to outline. Now, because I want to clone another lesson and drag it into module 2, what I'll do is go back to video lesson 1 because I like the format of that. Click on these three dots and click on clone. We're going to drag it underneath here and then go here and delete this. Press confirm. What I'm going to do now is create all the lessons under 3 modules. Okay guys, we've created 3 modules and 2 lessons each. If we scroll down, you can see membership outline. This home tab will always be fixed, so you can't really delete it, but you can rename it as course outline. So I can go here and click on rename and click rename. So we've got course outline, and I'm not going to go in and edit each lesson because the elements that you can add to each lesson are fairly basic, exactly like Groove pages that you can see here. And if I click on outline, you can click on each lesson, it will load the lesson, then you can go back to add and then add in whichever elements. So the same applies for lesson 2. If we click on that, it will preload again, then you can go back and add in elements for each lesson. So I hope that makes sense, and we're going to move on to step 4 and click save and exit. Okay, step 4, under enable comments, you can choose to enable comments for each lesson by toggling it to the right like this. Now, if you wanted to disable comments, you would just leave it as is. So I'm just going to turn all comments on. Under comment moderation, it will default to auto approve all comments, or you can have it over here as in comments must be approved by an admin. I'm just going to click on this and auto approve, then click on save and next. Step 5, access levels. Under membership access, let's say you have a silver, gold, and platinum plan. So under level 1 standard, I'm going to click on this pencil icon, rename it to silver, then press save. Over here on the plus button, click on that. For the second level, we'll call that gold and press save. Click on that plus button again, platinum for the third level, save. Okay, now that we have created 3 levels, you can toggle each lesson to the right and decide which lessons you want to give access to depending on what level the person is on. So just for example's sake, say for level 1, I only want to give access to these 2, and for level 2, which is the gold plan, we'll give them access to 4 lessons, and then for platinum plan, that person gets access to all lessons. Obviously, you would have more lessons than what I have and add more products in your membership. And if you click on this pencil icon next to instant access, you have the option to give instant access, drip feed the content after a number of days, or give access to the content after a specific date. So let's click on this and you can set it at give access after 2 days, or you can click on this, and if you click on date, a calendar will pop up and you can set the date that you want that person to have access to. So I'll cancel out of that and just give instant access, press update. Now, because Groove Member is still in beta, what you've noticed is that all the lessons have been defaulted to no access. So we'll need to go through and give access to different levels again. Then I'm going to click on save and next. We're going to leave it at send default welcome email because we want Groove Member to automatically email our members with their username and password. Click on save and next. Okay, we're finished. Because we created a silver, gold, and platinum level, there will be 3 specific sign up links for users to create their membership account. So a tip here is that if you're trying to set up a paid membership using GrooveSell, Groove Member isn't integrated yet with GrooveSell, and all you need to do is copy each one of these links. I've already added it to a notepad, but in order to copy the link, you just press copy, and to finalize it, you'll click on save and exit. I'm going to open up Chrome in incognito, access the members login. I'll enter in my name, a test email, and then I'll just create a password for myself, then click register. And I'm in, guys. So the logo hasn't loaded properly, but that's okay. We can go back and fix it and add in a new logo. Now under hello from Amy, let's click on that. It's loaded. The only thing that didn't work out well was Groove Video, so it could be set to fix. I just need to go back and reset it, but that's basically it. Alright guys, as you can see, Groove Member is not perfect yet, and right now, anyone with the registration link URL can access your course. So Groove Funnels, Groove Digital is trying to integrate it and make it a secure link, and that's coming very soon. Hopefully, by the time you watch this, all of this will be fixed and there will be more updates inside of Groove Member. And if you found this video helpful, I would really appreciate it if you could hit that like button, leave a comment below for the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers, and until next time, see ya.